Let's puree some carrots. Hey folks, I'm Simple Thick John, and I love to puree food. I love to make food that complies with the International Dysphasia Diet Standardization Initiative, and more importantly, I love to talk about it. We puree food for people who have swallowing problems, also known as dysphasia. In the case of a puree, you're going to have somebody who really cannot chew and they need their food basically ready to be swallowed. And so we do that. We put it in our food processor. We just take our carrots, we're going to process it very quickly. And you can see, even though I'm running this food processor for a while, it never breaks it down past this minced stage. Sometimes if you have a little extra moisture in there from your cooking process, you might get close to a puree, but it really just pushes this around and it stays kind of minced and dry. It does not even get minced and moist. So I always add level 4 extremely thick stock. So we take some vegetable stock, we just thicken it to level 4, and when I add this in here, just a little bit, it's almost immediately going to begin to drop into a puree because you're lubricating it. I like to think of it as it's just like when you're chewing your food in your mouth. You add that saliva and it helps you process that food down into the puree. So I'm going to add a little more because I can see it start to flow a little better. There it goes. And now we're getting that to process down, so I'm going to take a moment and just kind of scrape down the sides. Make sure things underneath the blades are not stuck there. And it's very close to being done here. Just needs to run a little bit more and maybe just a touch more extremely thick stock. And that's the thing, with a lot of this you get variability of the natural foods that you're trying to process. This process lets you adjust to it. I started with frozen carrots. Some people start with canned carrots. That'll have a little more moisture in it. So this process allows you to be flexible in using your eyes, paying attention to how things are processing. So how do you know it's done? When you have it basically smooth, and then when you take your spoon, and it will mound up on there nicely, and when you tip your spoon, it just falls right off. You can give it a little flick to get all of it off, and so that's nice there. And when you take your fork, you can see there's nothing dripping. It's holding together. It's bridging that gap. It's going to hold together just fine. But this is super soft and smushy. Like you can see, I put my fork right through it. No big deal. And it is a nice puree. When it comes to presentation, I always like to tell people we always eat with our eyes, right? We want something that looks better and looks like we're used to seeing it, even though it's been processed into a puree. I'm not a big fan of round scoops of food. I like to see things that are present in a more natural shape so that people will associate it with the food that they've always loved. And so I like to put things like carrots into a piping bag and let your artistry come out. I'm not much of an artist, so trust me, the fact that I'm even daring to show you this and do it on camera and to put it out there for the world to see should tell you that this is really not very difficult to do because I am not super skilled in these things. So we just cut the tip off our piping bag, and then if you're going to do like some baby carrots, like we always eat around my house, nice and easy to do that. You can even build like a little cabin of them. If you want to make something that looks more like natural carrots, you can, with a puree especially, you can really make something that looks very carrot shaped by squeezing out more at the top and then dragging down. Very easy to do, very simple. These techniques are easy to learn, and they go a long way for making the food just look that much better to the person who it's being served to. And how does it taste? Well, it's going to taste just like carrots because all we've done is add a little bit of vegetable stock to it. It's no big deal. Nice cooked carrots. It's beautiful, just like unprocessed carrots. Folks, please like and follow for more great demonstrations just like this.